In 2016, I posted my first video on YouTube. It was a 3-minute shaky video filmed entirely on a GoPro. I think I only got 10 views on that video, which I've since privated, but I did learn one thing from that experience. I love making videos. 100,000 subscribers later, I still love making videos. And even though my style has shifted in the 6 years it took to get to this point, you'll find one common theme throughout. My overwhelming passion to make soaps and other bath and body things, and to share that passion with others. Fun fact, in the over 300 videos I've created and published to YouTube, I've never once attempted bath salts, so here we are. I'm doing something that has only served me well in the past, and that is diving headfirst into the unknown, into new and exciting territory, and sharing it all with you. In my bath salt research, I learned the number one issue people have with bath salts is their tendency to clump and harden in their packaging over time. A way to prevent that is dendritic salt. I've never heard of this salt before, but not only do they help prevent clumps, but they also retain fragrance very well. Better than any other salt, which is something you definitely want in your bath salts to keep them shelf stable. To this salt, I added polysorbate 80, which allows the fragrance oil I'll be adding later to incorporate with bath water instead of sitting on top of it like an oil slick. Picking a fragrance oil for this project was tough, but I decided to use bergamot and clary sage from Montrouge, Canada. This fragrance oil smells so relaxing and clean, definitely the kind you typically associate with bath salts. Now, the fun part. I got my hands in there and started to mix the ingredients all together. There's something so therapeutic about rubbing coarse salt between your hands. I could have done this step for a long time. Next, I'm going to add the rest of my salts. Picking salts is not just a matter of picking whatever salt you like. There's things to consider, like the granule size and how absorbent that salt is to moisture. For example, fine sea salt is a great salt to use in bath salts since their fine consistency lets them dissolve quickly in water. Many people use Epsom salt on its own in baths due to its common use for treating sore muscles and easing pain. Just a quick note, just because an ingredient is known for something doesn't mean you can use those claims when selling your products. Even though I mentioned using fine-grained salts in your bath salts, it's also fun to add some chunky salts too to add some visual interest. Pink Himalayan salt is perfect for this due to its blush pink, chunky grains. Remember, adding too much chunky salt might end up feeling like you're sitting in a gravel pit, so try not to use too much. Another chunky salt I added was some Dead Sea salt. Remember how I mentioned the level of moisture absorbency? Dead Sea salt is full of magnesium and calcium, which draws and holds water to it. Use too much of the salt and you might run into some clumping issues or your bath salt turning into a solid rock inside of its packaging. The last salt I added was some chunky Mediterranean sea salt for some texture. I decided to also add some powdered milk to the salts for some hydration and a small amount of foam. You can add some SLSA for some foam, but my friend spoke of a weird smell. In the bath salts, she added SLSA too, so I opted not to use those for these bath salts. Let me know in the comments if you've experienced this as well. Time to mix it all together. Just using my hands, I thoroughly mixed the salts and milk into the dendritic salt, poly 80, and fragrance oil. This next step is vital to preventing clumps, and that is allowing your salts to dry. To do this, spread the salt over a baking sheet and let it sit and dry for at least 2 days. To package the salt, using plastic tubes like this one I purchased from Amazon is a great idea. The long tube allows for a controlled sprinkle of the salts over bath water, and you can see the salts right through the packaging. You can package these salts in jars or even paper pouches, but one tip I would give is to choose packaging that will give a tight seal to your salts. Not only does it help prevent spilling salts during shipping, but it will also help to keep excess moisture out of your bath salts. So here are the final bath salts, and this came together so quickly and so easily, and I'm really glad that I finally did a bath salt project on this channel. In over 300 videos, I've never done one, and now that I have, I think I'm pretty much obsessed. I want to do more of these. The Smell of Bergamot and Clary Sage by Mont Rouge, Canada is perfect for bath salts, I think. It's so soothing and very light and floral and just serene, which is exactly what you want for bath salts. But now that I've mixed everything together, the next step is to let these guys dry. And you want them to dry because if you just tube them up now, then they're going to clump up in that tube and not come out. So let them dry over 2 days, and then you can put them into whatever packaging you like. Like I mentioned, I'm gonna put them into those plastic tubes, and those are gonna go to my Golden Bubble patrons. So I hope they enjoy those bath salts. I know I'm going to when I use some of this for my own bath. This came in the mail. When my channel reached 100,000 subscribers last week, I was in a state of shock, which is why I didn't say anything. But now that a few days have gone by and the reality has sunk in, I did want to thank each and every one of you who has helped me get to this point. Without you, obviously I would not be here, and you really are the reason why this channel is what it is. It's based off of your feedback, it's based off of your comments and your encouragement. And my journey to 100,000 subscribers wasn't like this. It looked a lot like this. And when I was in the the downward trajectory, it was the people that watched me every single video that I put out there. It was your kind words telling me to keep going, that you looked forward to my videos every week or whatever day I was posting at the time. So thank you. Thank you to those guys who have just encouraged me so much. Without that encouragement, I don't think I would be here. So what is next for this channel now that I've reached this milestone? There is that temptation to go hard and grow to 200,000 and then 300,000. But I think this is enough for me. At this point, I've built a really great audience of people who support me and who really like the content that I put out there. And the content that I have been making has been so rewarding, has been the funnest type of content to make, and is the most sustainable, I think, moving forward if I want to continue making videos. I think the vlog style has introduced you into my life just enough so that you know who I am as a person, as well as getting to learn a little bit about the whole craft of skincare making, soap making, bath bomb making. And I'm going to continue to do that. And as you know, the recipes for the projects that I make are on my Patreon. There's a link down below. If you want to go check it out for yourself, I have almost 100 recipes on there that are available to people who sign up at the $5 tier and up. You guys on there have been so amazing. Thank you so much for your support. And just like all the people who have subscribed to my channel, your encouragement has also helped me get to where I am today. So thank you very much. That is it for today. Thanks for watching, and join me next week for more glimpses into my life as a small business owner, as a soap maker, as I try to get my ducks in a row living in the United States. I moved here from Canada and things are just really chaotic right now. And there will also be another fun project next week. So until then, I will see you guys. Have a good one. Bye.